foggy day. This is a very cloudy day here in heaven. Not heaven. Not heaven. Not heaven for anybody. You know, this dense fog is perfect to kill communists. Isn't it, Pinochet? Yeah. So this is not heaven, because we have a lot of communists. We have a problem. I'm just kidding, but is how this country is not me. It's not me, it's my country, you know. Well, I hate that, but it is my country. I have to assume my country. I have to assume it. And well, the image is too far away, but it's so much better now. I made some arrangements here, so much better. It's perfect. I guess it's close to perfect. It's perfect. Now it's perfect. We have no problems. You know, the fog is so dense. The neighbors can't see me. They cannot see me here. So now I can dance, but I don't have music. So sad, but I can dance now. And there you have. I danced. I sang. You know, in Portuguese, the name samba is also a verb. It's a noun and a verb. Sambar. So I sambed them. I sang. Anyway, but it's different because you cannot say the same thing. You can't say the same thing about tango, Argentinian tango. You cannot say I'm gonna to tanged, or yo voy a tangar. Understand? So tango is not a verb. So Argentinians, they are doing carnival too. So this is the dog who destroyed my laptop charger. What a bad dog. I'm gonna take his ticks anyway. It's not a tick. Dogs usually have ticks on the ears. Come here. I love you, Mutsu. No matter how much things you destroy, baby, I love you. Anyway, this day I have news. I have pretty different news, because once in a while I like to read about science and technology or about things about my Facebook timeline. So yeah, sometimes I read all the garbage I publish. For example, how to make a guide hole drill bit, family handyman, updated January 28th. Oh, this is 1 year ago. When you have to drill through close-up sailing or wall cavities to return telephone. Wire hanger hacks when you have to drill through close-up sailing or wall cavities to run telephone cable or speaker wire. It's difficult to figure out how to line up the entry and exit holes. Solve this problem by making a wire coat hanger but bit for a drill. Mursi don't want to play with Tommy. Today, Luna is not here today. Could the long straight section from a well, this news is, I don't understand. yeah, I will not read this. Next one. Deflation. Uh, tired of this news is from Spain. Tired of, I guess all this news is from CBS, CNBC. I don't remember. CSBC. I don't remember, but it's is a regular media. It's a morning media. CNBC, I guess. Tired of tipflation. 5 times it's okay not to tip, according to etiquette experts. 5 times it's okay not to tip. You know, not to give money. In Spanish, you say there's a pretty interesting thing about tips because you in Portuguese you say gorjeta, and also in Portuguese you say well, this is a tricky word. You say because double meaning in Spanish. That word is ugly, like corruption, you know. But I forgot now. So in Portuguese you say gorjeta, and in Spanish you say propina. But propina in Portuguese is bribery. So what a tricky word for tip. Well, this program is not about. It's just about random things I publish on my timeline. Just because CNBC is sponsoring they're promoting their news, and sometimes I like it. But and Bio Chile also is sponsoring their news on my timeline, but I will never publish them. I will never uh, I will never post them. So tired of tipflation. 5 times it's okay not to tip, according to etiquette experts. Ryan Ermey, Philadentron E plus Getty image. If you feel like you are being asked to tip typically everywhere these days, you are not alone. In addition to the traditional venues, restaurants, barbershops, cabs, customers, even in cabs. What? Yeah, I guess cabs is extreme, isn't it? I never had a cab. Maybe I had a cab sometime, but paying tips for travel in a cab. Anyway, customers are being prompt to tip everywhere, from convenience store counters to self-checkout kiosks at airports. Etiquette experts such as Thomas Farley, also known as Mr. Manners, are calling the phenomenon tipflation. Thomas Farley, what a loser. I'm sorry. Mr. Manners, go fuck yourself, Thomas Farley. Oh, go fuck yourself. You didn't saw that. YouTube will block my videos. Double quoting, people are really feeling imposed upon. Foley says, we are already living through inflationary times. Everything is crazy expensive. And on top of that, you are being asked every time you turn around, how much would you like to tip? It feels pushy. It feels needy, and almost every customer I speak with says, why aren't businesses just paying aren't business just paying people more? it's a good question, don't hold don't hold your breath for an answer. Rather, take solace solace in the knowledge that there are still scenarios where where etiquette experts say a tip is not required, and even if you are present with a tablet that asks for one. Anyway, yeah. So the American empire is declining, will disappear. Everybody is poor, desperate. Uh, here are five. Here are five people and scenarios that don't require a tip. Professionals. As a blanket rule, you don't need to tip anyone who earns a salary or performs a trade. Yeah, that's like a cab, I guess. I guess. That means you don't have to tip doctors, lawyers, teachers, plumbers, or cable technicians. Not only will it not be expected, it will be highly unorthodox and very awkward, says Farley. Plus, in certain situations, you could be seen as attempting to curry some sort of favor, or that it might be some sort of a bribe. Yeah, like I said with propina in Brazil. Counter service. As a rule, anyone working at a counter is earning a wage, while those delivering food either to your table or to your home. And there's Milou. Uh, or to your home rely on tips as a major part of their income. For that reason, tipping people who works behind a counter, such as a barista or a cashier, is not a requirement as far as etiquette experts are concerned, even if the table suggests otherwise. I will never tip no one in life. I hate that monarchy, this nobility way of life. I hate it. You know, for me, people, these barista people, waitress, they should be working in a factory. You know, no matter how few time they're working on it. Like they can work just 1 hour a week. Everybody should work 1 hour a week, and that's it. That's communism. Oh, well, I guess YouTube already erased my videos, but that's the solution, you know? Yeah, Chinese people work a lot. They are slaves. They work 60 hours a week. Fine. Just socialize Chinese work. Everybody will. I will work about 10 minutes a week. Chinese people will work another 10 minutes, and so on. You know, everybody will work 10 minutes. That will be perfect. When they turn that device around, is this glaring thing, and people feel shame into tipping, but you don't have to, says Alien Sean, a lifestyle and etiquette expert and founder of the Swan School of Protocol. What a losers, dude. What a life seekers. But it's just like I said, lifestyle, you know? Ai, Tommy! Puta que pariu, Tommy. Tommy almost destroyed my destroy cell phone. My cell phone is, I buy it destroyed. I mean the camera, but still recording. Tommy, such a well. Maybe I will do that way too. I don't know if you are seeing the logo here. I hope you are watching my logo. So here we are in bitter criticism. Can you see that? Yeah, you can. Yeah. Uh, that's better, I guess. So there are the dogs. Here are the news. Luna is not here, but it's not. It doesn't. Does not. Does not matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, Luna. We miss you, but you don't have to. Says Alien Sean, a lifestyle and etiquette expert and founder of the Xuan School of Protocol. Well, this is a pretty communist article, because of what I'm saying, not because of what is wrote on it. That's not to say that's not to say a tip for counter worker is out of the question though. It's a nice gesture to offer a tip to a worker who goes above and beyond the service, Sean says. For example, maybe you frequent the establishment regularly and they have your order memorized. Open bar events. If you go to an event with an open bar, the bar staff may or may not put out a tip jar. As a rule of thumb, keep in mind that the host of that event is likely already taking care of the tip, says Chuan. That tip will be included in what they've had to pay for the venue or to the bartendering service. That means you are not obligated to tip too. It is, of course, appreciated, says Farley, and might help get you better service throughout the night. Oh, I hate society. I will go to North Korea. If there is just a busy jar and there are multiple people to take orders from, the fact that you acknowledge them may get you a heavier pour. Maybe they have you the cup of ice you were asking for, he says. Well, the dogs over there, they are doing nothing. I'm not liking this news. I hope you neither. I hope you don't like nothing here. Go away. Yeah, just come back to the original position there. Here we go again. Maybe they gave you the cup of ice you were asking for, he says. $1 here or there isn't much to ask. Is there if there is a busy bar and there are multiple people to take orders from, the fact that you acknowledge them may get you a heavier pour. Maybe they gave you the cup of ice you were asking for, he says. What a lazy people. Go and buy your own beer. Go and take your own waters. Don't go to a bar. I don't know. No, bars can be great, but you don't need to, You can carry your own drinks. Double tipping. You don't have to tip twice for the same service. Xuan has recently heard feedback from women who have tipped the technician who worked on their nails at a salon and were then prompt to tip again when paying at the counter. That is just the establishment trying to get more money out of you. Yeah, Definitely, I guess I will migrate to North Korea. I guess there's no salons there. Saloons there. You know, if a woman or a man they are beautiful, they don't need to go to a saloon. They don't need to wear any clothes. If you understand. But if men or women, if someone is ugly, just go read some news. Go read some. Yeah, I hate society. I hate society. I will kill everybody. I will kill everybody. No, I just gonna eat my peach. Yeah, the situation can get a little trickier in cities that have implemented minimum wage requirements for tipped workers. Por acá, mira. Ah, no, no, no. Such as restaurant servers. Some restaurants in the cities will apply a 20% service charge to your bill before presenting you with the option to tip. In those scenarios, it's appropriate to discreetly ask your server where the fee is going. If they tell you it goes to the servers and the buzzers and so forth, your job of tipping is done, says Trump. The buzzers, and so even if I win lottery, I will never go to a some. I will live in North Territory of Australia, with the dingoes and the kangaroos and Tommy and stuff. If the money goes to the house, you will likely want to leave a tip for the server who took care of you, says Farley, who recently ended up typing 20% on top of a 20% service charge at a restaurant in Denver. Fuck you, Denver. From an etiquette standpoint, we still tip the servers who are bringing us our food, he says. But I did leave the restaurant feeling like this was not a tenable situation. I guess all these truck drivers they never give a tip neither. I like them, but their trucks are too noisy to me. Poor service. You are never obligated to tip someone when they've provided you poor service, or if you have had a rude interaction with them. Oh, what a sissy people! Poor interaction. Go to war, motherfucker. Go die in Ukraine. If you like so much the West, go die in Ukraine. Go to die in Ukraine. In the case of a one-on-one service such as an haircut, this is pretty cut and dried. In fact, if a barber so ruined your hair that you felt they didn't deserve a tip, you likely won't be out of a line asking for a full refund, says Farley. Farley, go find a real job, Farley. In the case of a restaurant, CNBC garbage. I'm reading garbage now. In the case of a restaurant, it gets a little trickier. Schwann recommends a sliding scale for restaurant tipping, with 20% as the standard, and more if a server goes above and beyond. Even in the face of bad service, she will go lower than 10%. And if that's the case, you still have to ask yourself some questions, namely, is the server at fault? Is the server at fault? If the food took long to come out, that's a kitchen issue. If it wasn't prepared properly, that's a kitchen issue. If the environment was not pleasurable, say because it was too loud, that has nothing to do with service. If you did well, this is an article for Down syndrome people, what stupid people reading this. If you did have, because who needs these advices, you know? Of course, but who cares? CNBC stupidness. They pay to read. They pay you to lose your time. If you did have a nasty interaction with a server, you may be in the right to dock their tip. I guess you can use dock in a revolutionary scenario, isn't it? Well, to dock their army, to dock their tip, but be sure to bring it up with management as well, says Schwam. If you address management and then leave a lower tip, they will know you weren't just a jerk or uneducated when it comes to tipping, or a Trotskyist or an anarchist, a revolutionary anyway. She says, whether they agree with your complaint or not, they'll have an understanding of why you left a lower tip. Oh, I lost my whole morning reading this. I lost 20 minutes reading garbage. But you can dock an army resistance. You can dock a national army doing revolution. Pig raising to be started. This is news from Ryan Bell. Ryan Bell, how you doing, Ryan? Have you ever gave a tip? have you ever give a tip? I don't think so. That's what I like you. Pig raising to be star attraction at Kaiko AMP show. January 19, 2024. This is fresh from yesterday, 2 days ago. Peter de Graaf. Pig raising is expected to be one of the highlights of Saturday's Kaiko AMP show in Nordland. This is only the second year that the pig races have been held. We have a photograph. Pig racing is expected to be one of the highlights of the Kaiko show in the far north of Saturday. Association President Richard Dampney said the show will feature seven rings of horses, shearing competitions, the Norland Gumboot Throwing Championships, a petting zoo, a food and trade stalls, a petting zoo, food and trade stalls, and heaps of activities for children. However, the pig races, there will be more than one pig races. The pig races being held for just the second year will likely be the star attraction, he said. Oh, Ryan published this news. We had some interaction. Ryan, go to see the horse race. Pay a lot of money, lose a lot of money there. Gambling. Hey, Ryan, go gambling with the pigs. Uh, a pig gambler. I've got a little I've got a little team of 8 piggies that were trained up. They all have 3 races over the day, with the third one at 2 o'clock, the politicians race. Everyone likes to bet on their favorite politician, no doubt. Ah, I didn't get that, but I guess the politicians are not going there. Dabney said each pig will be named after a politician, some of whom, such as Deputy Prime Minister Winston Peters, whose brothers Jim Peters was one of the show organizers, had close ties to the area. So that's funny, politicians themselves are calling themselves pigs. I don't know if they will run. The Jones boy is another one. Jane is actually opening the show for us this year. Shane Reddy is a pig that's ready to run, and Willow Jean Prime. She was prime last year. She will still be prime this year. There was a few others like David. He sees more and a new pig this year. Christopher Luxon. He's the one that hasn't got any hair. Dabney said entry to the showgrounds and all bouncy castles and other children's activities will be free for kids aged 14 and under. Kaikohe is in a wealthy town. We've just gone to Christmas and New Year. There's not a lot of money left around. It actually costs us to put the show on, but we do it this way and to try and give the local kids a good day out where it doesn't cost the families an awful lot of money. Well, if you go to a poor town with a poor real estate, it will be cheap. That's the reality. They are doing because the prices are cheap. The prices are low. Kids competition will include 3 legend races, tug of war, egg and spoon races, and high bale stacking. Well, that's why Ryan Bell is going there. Oh, that's for you, Ryan. Do you want some? Do you want some X disease? I have X disease here. I do. I have X disease, COVID-19, AIDS. Nah, no homo. Another attraction unique to the Karaoke show was free bus tours put on by power company Top Energy to the nearby Nwangha geothermal power station. The plant now provided to the bulk of Norland's electricity. Dabney said cattle numbers at the show continue to be well down due to Mycoplasma bovis and the state highway, with State Highway 1 still closed at Mangamuka Gorge, and added difficulty of bringing animals to the show from further north. However, he expects a good turnout of dairy goats this year. Dairy goats, that would be great. Cheese goat, nice. The showgrounds are at the corner of State Highway 12 and Wangwa Springs Road, about 4 kilometers east of Kaikohe. Free parking is available on Wauhua Spring Road. The gates open early for competitors with the horse events starting between 8 and 9 a.m. Most other activities will get underway around 10 a.m. It's kinda this there's a lot some raining, but it's a little raining, you know, not a huge raining. Tommy is bored there. Where's Milou, Tommy? Where's your friend? It's time for yoga. Time for yoga. Tommy, I guess Tommy hates me because he's boring. Yesterday there was a huge dog like Tommy on the train, on the subway train, and that dog almost fight another street. Well, there was two street dogs there. What about that? You don't even have trains. Well, train, Ryan, is a pretty nice way of travel. Is a pretty huge metallic device. Is a kind of metallic. I will quit this. Yoga. I guess it's fine. So yeah, I will try to do my yoga here. I quit that. Look, I will try to fix like this. No, has no solution. It's just capitalism. It's just like mankind. Anyway, I'll do my yoga. As you can imagine, I don't believe in that part of relaxation and stuff. I don't believe in meditation, you know. I just believe in nihilism. If you have something to meditate about, just think about nihilism. If you have any problem in life, think that you will die, so you are already dead. Everybody is dead now. Everybody in restaurants taking tips, giving tips. They all desperate, but they're all fools, giving tips, taking tips. They probably are trying to enjoy life. They are probably trying to know someone. But if they meet someone, they probably will break up. They probably will die too. So it's kind of fatalism. The question is, you can imagine your own romance. You don't need to live actually a romance. You can imagine it. You can write a book. That's it. You can take a story from the beginning to the end in your mind. And that's amazing because you just can do that because you're alive. So to me that's nihilism. So that news, it was from 2 days ago actually. Well, um, New Zealand sounds great, but Ryan Bell, my friend over there, he don't take me. I don't know why. Because she's poor. Because you're poor, Ryan. But that's fine. Well, that was this big race. What it was, I didn't get if they are actually horses or the journalist says horses because of pigs. If the pigs are horses actually. We have another random news. AI revolution hits university first. ASU signs ChatGPT as learning partner. Just 3 news today. First such collaboration between a university and ChatGPT. Sejal Sharma, Indian boy. January 19th, 3 days ago. Milu! Innovation, saved article. A new collaboration with OpenAI charts the future of AI in higher education. A new collaboration with OpenAI charts the future of AI in higher education. Mike Sanchez, ASU Enterprise Technology. Get a daily digest of the latest news in tech science, and technology delivered right to your mailbox. Subscribe now. That was an advertising. In just a brief span since hitting the markets, ChatGPT has not only dazzled with its groundbreaking success, but has also become a herald of a transformative era of tech-centric activities. But the world of academia and ChatGPT have clashed. It might give way to cheating, or it can fool professors. While the concerns are legit, one US university is taking as a leap in terms of integrating the controversial chatbot with its educational endeavors. The Arizona State University has become the first educational institution to collaborate with OpenAI, the father of ChatGPT, and will be getting access to ChatGPT Enterprise and plans to build personalized artificial intelligence tutors. I guess that's fine. There's a lot of things in text that are actually they're actually not necessarily human. You can write a text. Just there's a lot of hard work, I guess, or not creative work in writing. So that work can be done by ChatGPT, of course. There's another news. Look, study shows we can be convinced an AI chatbot is trustworthy. Volkswagen has now integrated ChatGPT for smarter driving. For sure, all these people selling stuff from smartphones or from social media, they probably are ChatGPT robots. Volkswagen has now integrated ChatGPT for smarter driving. The collaboration between ASU and OpenAI brings the advanced capabilities of ChatGPT Enterprise into higher education, setting a new precedent for how universities enhance learning, creativity, and student outcomes, said the university in a press release. ChatGPT Enterprise is a designated version which promises powerful generative AI capabilities for business use cases such as more security and more privacy. And I guess that is it. Just a little more of yoga. Woo. You know, that's the last one. It's the best one. So what about ChatGPT, huh? What about AI? They are taking a lot of jobs there. So Karl Marx was right. The only thing that really matters is materialism. People really don't care about talking or buying. You know, they don't care if they will buy from a real human or a robot. But let's say food you can replace for robots. You know, you should eat food, not robots, not a conversation. You cannot eat a conversation, understand? So robots will never substitute materialism. So keep in mind that you should work for material stuff, materialistically.